Hello everyone, today I'm going to tell you how to write a love letter. No, actually, I'm going to tell you how to write a motivation letter for your scholarships by showing your dedications, patience, and enthusiasm. So, why I did mention about love letter? Do you know why I mentioned about a love letter? I know you can, you're smarter than me. If you want to propose someone special, what you will do then? You will write a letter to express your emotions and love, right? Exactly the same way you have to write your motivation letter to convince your scholarship committee. This scholarships committee needs to be convinced by your letter. Perhaps you will never get a chance to meet with them, but this letter is the one medium who will speak for you. And in this letter, you have to show how dedicated you are, how passionate you are, and how enthusiastic you are. Every year, so many students apply, and committee needs to be read hundreds of motivation letter at least. So, in that case, do you think is it possible to give careful attentions to each one if they couldn't find anything interesting on your motivation letter? Probably not. In that case, what do you have to do? You have to write your motivation letter like a love letter. When students start to write their motivation letter, somehow they lose their flows at some point. So in that case, it's really crucial to stay focused and write a motivation letter in a structured way. In this video, I will share you some special tricks and tips to write your motivation letter more specifically for DAAD scholarship. So let's get started and dive right in. This is my motivation letter that I used for my scholarship. Now I am going to explain you briefly about the different parts of it. At the beginning, I wrote about what motivated me to study this subject from the beginning. In your case, you can write something about your motivation. And also, I mentioned here about my passion for nature and how it inspired my academic journey. In next, I describe about my research interest and also explained what areas of forestry I am particularly interested in and also why. Next section is also called educational background section. I request you never repeat your CV information here. In these sections, I highlighted about my commitment to the nature. I talked about how this drives me to find the solutions for the environmental problems and detailed the step that I have taken to address these issues, including my research thesis or project that I have worked on. In next part, you can mention about some training program that you considered as self-improvement efforts. So here I explained what trainings I have undertaken, why I choose them, and the purposes in my professional development or future career. So it's really important to mention. In next, it's also important to mention some leadership skills. So here I highlighted my experiences in leadership roles and how they have prepared me for dealing the future challenges. Here I'm going to mention some important information. It's really crucial for you to mention why you want to study further, more specifically a degree from abroad. And also it's better to mention to explain how this aligns with your career goals and why you choose to study in Germany. This part is kind of diplomatic section, mostly for DAAD scholarship motivation letter. You have to mention here why you are going to choose these specific universities and specific programs, and also have to write about your ranking preferences and also explain on what basis you ranked them and why studying in Germany is so important for you. That is kind of final part. Here you have to write about your future perspective or future goal and what you will do after your graduations or after finishing your programs. So that's the overall structure of GAD motivation letter. So I request you never ever repeat informations from your CV in your motivation letter. So I hope this breakdown helps you to write your own motivation letter. If you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me in comment. Alright, let's recap the key tips that you need to remember before you start to write your motivation letter. Tips 1. Start with a powerful opening. Introduce yourself shortly and state clearly what's your research purpose or research goal or research interest. Tips 2. Let's tell the story how you get motivated to study this subject or program. Tips 3. Show your passions and explain briefly what things are driving you to study more in this field and make them feel your enthusiasm. Tips 4. Connect your goal with your scholarship program and explain how this opportunity will help you to achieve your dream and to help your community. Tips 5. Make it concise, clear, and avoid unnecessary sentence or explanation. And proofread again and again and make it error-free. I think this video will help you most to write your motivation letter. And see you in next video how you can write your Erasmus Mundus scholarship motivation letter. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get more tips. See you next video.